Okay guys, just dumped the product here. Dumped out, so they had me keep my tarp on because it's raining. I don't know why. I mean, it's gonna get wet anyway. I can't really tell how clean it dumped out. Usually it takes a little sweeping out, but there's the dump right there. I'm gonna pull out of here and then you know, to make room for other trucks that might need to get in here, and then I'll roll my tarp off and see if it needs to be swept out or not. But that's it here at Big River Steel in Osceola, Arkansas. Okay, so I'm still at Big River Steel. Just pulled out of the unloading area. Opened my tarp up to see, you know, check the trailer, make sure there wasn't any product still in there. It dumped out pretty clean. I did find one aluminum cone there hanging out on the corner, so I threw it over into the bin. Dumped out pretty clean. Since it's raining, normally I would have jumped up there and kind of swept it out, but since it's kind of rainy, I would just get going, because at this point I'm supposed to be deadheaded back to the North Little Rock Oakley yard to check my trailer into the shop. I've got a leaky airbag and hydraulic leak, so you know, if I end up picking up tire chips or recycled metal, which is, there's a good chance of one of those two things, I won't need to sweep it out anymore. If I'm getting roofing granules, I'll have to either get it washed out or sweep it out, but didn't want to do that while it was kind of raining. Okay, so got about a 3-hour drive to get from here back to the Oakley North Little Rock yard, and then I'm thinking it'll probably take them a couple of hours to get this trailer work done. I'm just guessing, so I don't know what this day, the rest of this day, is going to be like. That's going to put me getting back to the Oakley yard about 11:30 to noon, depending on traffic. So hopefully I can get somewhere and get a load this afternoon, because I'll still have time on my clock. I'd like to get loaded and get somewhere. So I'll be calling dispatcher here shortly after I scale out, and we'll see what's next. I'll go ahead and leave the camera on for a second though, just to give you a shot of the scale house. I talked to Randy, who I met last week from South Carolina. He called me yesterday and he mentioned that he's delivered here once and it was scrap metal, so he went on down further, you know, probably a mile or so further down the road. You know, you don't enter this gate if you've got scrap metal. Usually you go on down the road a ways and actually over the Mississippi River levee, and they got a big yard back there where you deliver some things, but these aluminum deox cones, you come in here. So basically I'll scale out and he'll give me a thumbs up. I don't even think he messes with my paperwork. The unloader back there took my paperwork, signed one piece and gave it back to me. So their scale says I'm weighing 31,600, And that's with a little over half a tank of fuel. And just waiting for the guard over here to the left to give me a thumbs up. Yes? Okay, he just checked my name. And open the gate for me. That's all you got to do. When you come in here, they'll ask you your name and see if you're already in their system. I am, because I've been here several times. If you're not, they'll probably want your driver's license, and they'll enter you into the system. So, pretty quick delivery there. I mean, that whole thing probably took 35 or 40 minutes, I'm guessing. So let's head back to North Little Rock. All right, folks. Hey, it's Thursday morning. I'm parked here at the North Little Rock Oakley yard. About 6:15 in the morning. And fixing to hit the road, drive a few miles over to the 3M plant in Little Rock, where we're getting a load of Donafil, like I did last week in one of my loads. And it goes down to Cherokee Brick in Jackson, Mississippi. While I was out doing my inspection, somebody hollered at me, and it was James, who was in my orientation class. He's here on the yard. And Brian, who was also in my orientation class. So I talked to them a minute. Good to see those guys. James had lost, since orientation, about 8 months ago, he's lost 100 pounds. 100 pounds. So congratulations, James. All right, so I don't know if the back gate is open just yet. I don't know. I'm still not sure about the hours to that back gate. All right, so yeah, I had my trailer in the shop yesterday, and it didn't get done until about 4:30. It was pretty late in the afternoon, so dispatcher set me up with this load picking up at 3M, going to Jackson, Mississippi. So I just ran home for the evening. I got to find out, if we get any kind of a layover pay or breakdown pay for that. I was hoping to have a big week this week, but with that breakdown, I lost the majority of a day. So I'm kind of hoping there's some layover pay. Anyway, I'll update you on that later. I'm really not sure how that works here at Oakley, because it wasn't the truck breakdown, which would be my responsibility. It was all trailer. They replaced an airbag on one of my trailer axles, and the hydraulic, the telescopic lift. So it was a pretty big job. I really didn't expect them to be replacing the entire telescopic piece, but that's what they did. Got to watch some of it. Didn't film any of it, but interesting to see. All right. Well, that's it for now. See you over at the 3M plant. All right, folks. I've arrived here at the 3M plant. You may recognize this from previous trips. I was just here a week or so ago. Did a bunch of loads from here back to a barge at the Oakley yard. But I've already checked in at the front gate. And the way you're supposed to do this is you have to circle around like I just did up the hill there to get on the scale. And I'm supposed to write down my empty weight, and then after I get loaded I come back to the scale and write down my loaded weight. Then you pull through the gate there and go back and get your paperwork. So let's see what the empty weight is. Alright, let's write that down. Looks like 31,360. Alright. So there's the check-in, the guard gate right there. And it's a sharp turn off the scale to the left to get back up the hill that circles you around. Kind of a weird arrangement. So we're gonna make the turn back here. Pretty sharp turn. Just enough room. And I'll go ahead and show you this. Because what else do we have to do? Oh, I do need to stop up here before I get down to the loading area, and I've already got my tarp rolled off, but I need to move some bows. So let me stop and do that real quick. Okay, so I got my bows moved back. Let's get on down the hill. There does not seem to be a line of any significance to get loaded. Heck, I don't even know if they've started loading yet. My work order says they start at 7 a.m. Oh, let's see. Let's go across. All right. I don't remember what CB channel they're on here. Got a big pile of Donafil over here to work with. Looks like it's plenty muddy over here. Let me see if my work order says what CB channel they're on. It doesn't say. Well, we'll get to pull right up to the loading area, and I see looks like there's a loader in the front end loader. So basically I'll just tell him, I'm going to tell him I want 23.5 tons. And hope he gets it pretty accurate. Are you on 19, Mr. Loader? Can you copy?
How much you getting?
Let's do 23.5 maximum.
Hands up. Do you want it all in the middle?
You can spread it out if you can.
10 for 23.5.
Yes, sir. right, there's my beep to stop. Give you a shot of this. So there's a load of Donafil. Looks like he's got a nice big fresh pile to work from. And you heard me ask him, or you heard him ask me if I wanted it all in the middle. I told him, you know, since I don't have a thread axle, I'd rather him kind of spread it out. So he's putting the first dump in the front. All right, so that's how it goes. There's some more of the plant, but I filmed from here a week or two ago, so you've seen this before. Donafil, at least it looks like it's not wet. You know, when this stuff gets loaded kind of wet or damp, it's sticky. The last load I hauled, all that barge stuff, it was pretty good. It came out pretty good. So this looks all right too. I'm not expecting this to be a problem. All right, more later. Okay, well that was quick. Probably 5 minutes. I think he put like 3 scoops in there. All right, just giving you a look of the place. Now, if you're, of course, we load a lot of roofing granules out of here too. If you're getting roofing granules, it all loads off to the left here. There's a different entrance around further where you go into a lot down here to the left. So, and I'll tell you, the internet and the cell signal is not good over there in the roofing section. It seems to be okay over here, but once you get over there in that roofing granule section, it's pretty bad. All right, so now we're just gonna head back up the hill here to the scale, and then we'll pull out, get paperwork, put our bows on, our tarp on, and hit the road. Just giving you a look of the grounds here. So now you kind of see the layout. All right, more in a minute. Okay, so I only weighed about 76.6. So I'm gonna go back and try to get about 1,500 pounds in the front. According to their scales, I was about 34,300 on the back axle, but I've got room in the front. Because if I leave here with weighing that Oakley is not going to be happy with me. All right, so that's what's up. Well, now we've got ourselves caught in a shift change. See, here's the front end loader and there's nobody in it. So, unfortunately, we find ourselves wasting time just to get a little more product at shift change. So, gonna have to sit here a minute. Okay, folks, this is my second attempt at weighing out. Getting that last little 1,500 pound added on there took me about 45 minutes. But as you can see, now I'm at 78,640. So that's pretty good. I'm a few hundred pounds over on the rear axle, but ain't much I can do about that at this point. I had him add that 1,500 pounds there at the end to the front. Anyway, that's what we got. So now we just pull up here and park to the side, get our tarp rolled back up, bows on, and walk back up and get our paperwork. So that's how it goes here at the 3M Donafil load. There was a pretty good line of smaller dump trucks behind me now, so getting pretty busy. I don't know what the hang up there was, took so long, but yeah, took a while to get the front end loader back down there. All right, more later. Okay. Well, I walked all the way over there, as the big sign up ahead says to, and the door's locked. They don't want anybody really going in there. So then a forklift guy comes up. He says the forklift guys are supposed to intercept us. He doesn't know why that sign up there is still there, directing people up to the office. So I don't know either. I think they should, somebody take just a little bit of initiative and take down those instructions. Anyway. Just a simple sign here saying trucks turn down this way or something. Donafil trucks. Because anyway, the forklift driver says to turn down this road, which is what I vaguely remember from, you know, like I said, I've delivered here before, but it was, gosh, man, it was probably back in December or January. I do remember it was raining, because it was a pretty rough clean out after I unloaded in the rain, and a lot of the product was sticking. I'll tell you too, I took a different way getting in here that was a few more miles farther, because I do remember the first time I came here, I took a shorter route, and it was kind of iffy, you know. I remember being a couple of tough turns and not the best route for a truck. So I took the other route, further route by several miles, and it wasn't much better. A lot of low trees, extremely rough roads. Come on, Jackson, get the tree crew out here and trim up some of those low branches. I guess they're all busy working on their water supply. Anyway, all right. So, just giving you a look. It's a hot one today. Truck thermometer says 105. Woo! Doesn't look like there's any other trucks back here. Now, as I remember, they had a little shed back here. This is probably it up here just before this big rusted tank you see here to the left. Seems like I had to back up right there and dump. It looks like a pile of Donafil there, so I'm gonna, I don't see anybody back here. So I'm gonna pull up and just position the truck to be ready to back up to that spot. Go ahead and get my tarp rolled back, my mud flaps put away. Hopefully somebody will come give us permission to dump there. Okay, well, still no one's come over yet, but I've got my tarp rolled off and I've got my mud flaps put away, got my turnbuckles loosened up, and here's where I think I'm supposed to unload, right there. But I'm gonna climb in here, give you a look at the product in the trailer, because I don't think I did that when I got loaded. It's about 1 p.m. by the way. And it's a hot one. All right, so there's the load of Donafil. Should come out pretty good. I'll have to sweep it, I'm sure, because sometimes it does stick, but this stuff looks pretty dry, so I'm not expecting it to be real bad. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and back up there and hope somebody shows up.